Mr. Boubou, 0-0. 0-0.
For those of you tuning in, we are at the 2017 Butterfly Southeastern Open. And we are watching the quarterfinal match on the top half of the draw between Liang Jishan in gray and Rachid in blue. Both are from North Carolina, and it's great to have them playing in their home clubs where they both coached or are coaching currently. These matches in the quarterfinal will be 3 out of 5. Same with the semifinal, and the final will be 4 out of 7.
2-5.
Liang Jishan in gray, the heavy favorite in this tournament, has played quite a few consecutive tournaments in the past couple weeks, but this is pretty normal for him. And again, living in North Carolina, this is his home club, and he's really looking forward to taking home the win today.
6-3.
Here on table 1, we've got 2 lefties, which is very interesting. There are actually quite a few lefties in this tournament, but this poses some interesting strategic plays when lefties are also more used to playing righties than other lefties. You see a lot of wide angles today in this match. Down 1-5 and now tied at 6-6. Liang Jishan making quite a comeback. Not pleased with his early mistakes. Definitely looking to take this home 3-0.
6-7.
Again, lefties are more used to playing righties than they are playing each other. So Rachid, that light loop into that, well, would be a righty's backhand as Jishan's forehand, can be tricky in terms of placement. Big serve and attack, typical of what we see from Liang Jishan. If people can't control a serve, it's really difficult to play.
7-10.
Game point.
11-7.
Jishan takes first game 11-7. He was down 5-1 actually. Quite a comeback in this first game, and we saw he started making less errors immediately when he realized he was behind. Again, this match is 3 out of 5. First quarterfinal. Rachid in blue is the current coach at Triangle Table Tennis, where this event is held today. Liang Jishan living in the area, but not a full-time coach here, instead playing many, many competitions across the United States. See him at almost every Butterfly Tour event that we've had this year. Game 2. Interesting start to the rally. Usually Jishan goes and just destroys that serve receive. Taking the point nonetheless.
0-2.
If you watch Jishan play a lot, you'll notice that it's very rare for him to make that soft shot. He plays very, very powerfully. Rachid, nice placement right deep into the backhand. Floating forehand loop.
3-2.
Rachid playing very quickly, actually. Nice backhand blocks. Beautiful right into the middle. Jishan plays just a little bit faster and a little bit harder. Tons of power. Little forehand drop. We call those half long shots. They come right off the table. It's going to be tough for Rachid if you can't win on the... If you can't... A little bit of score confusion here. We got to figure it out. If you can't win on the backhand counters and have trouble winning on the forehand attacks, it's going to be difficult. You're going to have to rely on your opponent to miss like that. It's a very unreliable way to kind of finish out these points and really win a match against a player who's better than you. Because one of the reasons that they are rated higher, seeded higher, is because they make fewer of those mistakes. A little bit of an unforced error from Rachid. Not an easy loop to make, but still in his corner.
9-3.
After that, after falling behind in that first game 1-5, Jishan has really dominated all of the points.
9-4.
The points that Rachid are picking up are mainly due to Jishan's mistakes, and as I said, that's a difficult way to pick up points and even win a match. Especially if you're the weaker player. For most weaker players to overcome and cause an upset, they have to play very, very aggressively. No, 6 game points.
4-11.
Jishan takes it on the first one, 11-4, and has a 2-0 lead in this best of 5. So one more game to book his place into the semifinal. Prize money begins in the semifinal round. So essentially, these players are playing to actually get some prize money or get a medal for their efforts in this year's Southeastern Open. Here we go, start of game 3. Let's see if anything different happens. And more aggressive play from Rachid will really make this a more competitive match. Trying to pick up points from Jishan's mistakes is very difficult. Well, beautiful loop into the backhand.
0-2.
Coming out with a different type of energy today. Misread on the serve. Jishan serves are really difficult. I've seen players struggle with them, obviously at the lower levels, but all the way up until the 24, 25, 2600 levels. This is the main part of his game.
2-2.
And for those, as we saw at the Badger Open, who can very easily control his serves, like Eugene Wong from Canada, who eventually won the Badger.
3-2.
Nam Jisan's game can be very difficult to break through. However, if you are able to control the serve, the world of difference, you can see a world of difference in the match. And lefties are actually playing a very much serve and serve attack and serve receive game. Even more than righties because they have these large angles and play almost exclusively forehand. Oh. Right off the edge. Very difficult half-long shot to loop. Rachid going for backhand rallies.
4-4.
Yeah.
5-4.
Again, very much a serve-receive, serve-attack game. Rachid being much more aggressive. See a lot more attacking from him.
5-5.
And even though sometimes he misses, it's much closer because when he does make, he puts the pressure on Liang Jishan. You can't just wait for Liang Jishan to miss.
6-5.
Serve receives pretty difficult still. Oh, nice block.
6-6.
Instead of dropping, Rachid just went for a big, deep backhand long push. Actually caught Liang Jishan by surprise. They gave that weak backhand loop. Rachid really going for long backhand rallies. I think he has the upper hand there. Be careful with any pushes. They have to be super high quality because you're just going to eat it. 8-6 lead. An 8-7. Look at that net dribbler. Bounced up on the top of the net and rolled over. We're ready to go. 8-7. Liang Jishan definitely looking to close this up. 3-0.
7-9.
And you can see Rachid saying, push long, push long. It worked before. When you push short and you get that half long, that pop-up, Liang Jishan's too good. And so he knows he has to push long, long and deep. It's worked in a couple points in the past.
8-9.
Missed that backhand again. A couple of those in this game could have made the difference. The margin is only 2 points. Match point here, 2 match points to Liang Jishan and the serve. We'll see if Rachid can hold his own and say play long, push long. Just gotta read it right. Oh, nice rally.
29.
It's not over till it's over, as we've learned from the World Cup matches this year. 10-9. Got to get the serve right. There it is. Liang Jishan first to move on into the semifinal, guaranteeing himself some prize money. 3-0 win over Triangle Table Tennis coach Rachid.